Why are you home so early? You don't have to work?
Not going in today. I have a surprise for you. Wait for me.
The film was translated and
Where did you get the money for a new phone? Layoffs. You were laid off by the company? This is the surprise you have for me?
Menon, don't get upset. The reason I was laid off is because...
You were laid off? Why? Does it even matter?
Just listen to me.
Listen to what? You are planning to propose to me right now, are you? You've lost your job, and you want to drag me down with you for the rest of my life? Are you really that selfish?
Menon, don't misunderstand. I didn't mean that.
You didn't mean that? Then what did you mean? Chunfan, you have no money now. No income. And you still want to marry me? How is this any different from ruining my entire life?
Menon, isn't that a bit harsh? When you first graduated, you didn't have money or a job either when you graduated. Yet I still stayed with you for 5 years. And I supported you for those 5 years.
You said it yourself. That was the past 5 years. But what about the next 5 years? The next 10? In 2 years, you'll be 35. Getting laid off at that age means you'll be permanently unemployed. Who needs a useless old man like you? Already nearing retirement age and getting fired?
I worked from dawn till dusk, breaking my back, scrimping and saving, to support you for 5 years. And in the end, you call me a piece of trash.
When you had a job? Of course not. But now that you've been laid off, you are, by definition, a piece of trash. A man with no money and no job is lower than a dog.
So, without a job, in your eyes, I'm even lower than a dog. Then tell me, do you love me as a person, or do you just love my job?
What do you think? If it weren't for the fact that I couldn't find a job for years after graduation, and your income was just enough to keep me fed, why would anyone waste 5 years of their youth on someone like you? Someone from the countryside with nothing special about their looks?
You stayed with me just because I could support you. Do you mean to say that in these 5 years, you haven't felt anything for me at all?
Feelings? Can feelings put food on the table? Can they pay the rent? Can they buy me skincare products? Or beautiful clothes? Can you stop being so naive?
Naive? I suppose I was naive. 5 years. And it took this long to see your true colors.
My true colors? I've disappointed you, haven't I? Fine. Let's break up. You lost your job today. And I happened to find one today. We really aren't suited for each other anymore.
It's truly ironic. I worked so hard to support you while you were unemployed for 5 years. And yet, when I was unemployed, the first thing you did, after getting a job, was throw me away. Like trash.
The world has always been about survival of the fittest. We're the strong rule. On the same day that you were laid off and I found a job. It just goes to show how capable I am, and how incompetent you are. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, you should hurry up and find a job as a doorman. Or maybe a cleaning job. To support yourself.
I once gave up my position as the overseas project manager waxing for you. That new job you're talking about is being a personal assistant to Waxing's overseas project manager, right?
How did you know?
Because
I realized you are the emergency contact on my resume. So the waxing group must have contacted you too, right? I was hired by the waxing group, and you were laid off. So you were so desperate that you came back to propose to me, just so you could live off me. Expecting me to support you, right?
I supported you for 5 years. Now that I'm unemployed, can't you support me for a change?
Have you no shame? You, a grown man,
The film was
wanted me to support you?
translated and
5 years.
narrated by M Media.
Everything I gave you was only right and proper, yet for you to give even the slightest thing back to me is such agonizing pain.
What? Having regrets? I'm telling you, it's too late. You're the one who was so willing before. Foolish to the core.
I wasn't being foolish. I just don't keep score when it comes to love. Since we've already broken up, it's time we settle the accounts. Aside from our daily living expenses, I want you to pay back every cent you've saved over these 5 years.
Are you even a man? You're begging for this little money? How shameful.
Save 4,000 yuan a month. That's 240,000 over 5 years. To me, that is by no means a small sum. And no matter the amount, every single cent was earned by my own sweat and blood. I am entitled to take it back.
These 5 years, you only contributed a few measly dollars. While I lost my youth.
Your youth. If it weren't for me these past 5 years, you wouldn't even have had a meal to eat.
Anyway, there's no money. To tell you the truth, I've spent it all.
What? Didn't you say those savings were for buying a house, and that no one could touch them?
You have the nerve to say that? You're the one who earns so little. A salary of only 10,000 or so a month. Were you trying to pay off a beggar? I barely had enough to cover my daily life. I didn't have enough to spend as it was. If you had given me 100,000 a month, maybe I could have saved something.
Megan, are you packed?
You hung?
Fu Yuhan? You're having him come to pick you up. He's your ex-boyfriend.
What? Is there a problem? Don't forget. You're now my ex-boyfriend.
You're comparing him to me. Have you forgotten? When you graduated, you couldn't find a job for the longest time, and he abandoned you, leaving you all alone in a strange city with no one to turn to, almost letting you get kidnapped by human traffickers. And you actually chose to get back together with him.
That's right, I haven't forgotten. I used to be really angry at him. But now I've forgiven him.
What did you say?
When Yu Hong first graduated, he was hired by the waxing group. He became the best of all the graduates, while I struggled to find a job. Our social status was worlds apart. It was only natural that he abandoned me.
Do you even know what you're saying? I supported you for 5 years. The moment you got a job, the first knife you wielded was against me.
Since ancient times, this world has always been about social standing. I work at waxing now, which means that, like Yu Hong, I have ascended to the upper class. Between someone like you, a bottom feeder who just lost their job, and me, the difference is like heaven and earth.
Heaven and earth, indeed. I never imagined that a person could be this shameless.
Watch your mouth.
Forget it, Yu Hong. This loser who just got laid off can't do anything but hurl insults. There's nothing else to say to them.
Is that so? Wu Menon. Do you even know who helped you get this job?
Now that you mention it, I almost forgot. Yu Hong, thank you. You changed my entire life.
Megan, there's no need to be so polite between us. Honestly, breaking up with you back then was something I had no choice but to do. I've been recommending you all these years, but you were never hired. But now, I've achieved some success at the company, and was also selected by the person in charge of the overseas AI project. So the company finally took my suggestion and hired you.
The film
I knew
was
you loved me.
translated and narrated by M
I waited for you
Media.
for 5 whole years. And I finally made it to this day.
What did you say? You were selected as one of the technical leads for the waxing overseas project, and you helped Wu Menon get her job.
That's right. You worthless, even though you got laid off. News in this industry sure travels fast, doesn't it? The new lead for the Waxing Overseas project asked for me by name. But I told them, unless they hired Megan, I would absolutely refuse. That's why the lead let Megan become their personal assistant.
Yu-hung, you're so good to me.
They asked for you by name. How come I didn't know about any of this?
Don't be ridiculous. A loser like you, laid off from some tiny, pathetic company. How could you possibly know about personnel changes at an industry giant like waxing?
Forgot to tell you too. I am also a member of the Waxing Overseas project.
What? You joined the overseas project too? I haven't heard of that at all.
Don't listen to him brag. How could a loser like him possibly join such a massive project?
Didn't you already get the project lead's phone number? Why don't you just call him and verify it right now? Ask him yourself. So, between Fuyuhan and me, who's telling the truth? And who's lying?
Fine, I'll ask him.
The person in charge of Waxing's Overseas AI project.
You absolutely cannot make that call. If you call him, wouldn't you just be falling right into his trap? Didn't you just say that yourself? He's just an obscure little programmer from some company. How could he possibly have been selected for such a top-tier project like Waxing's? If you call the project lead now over such a trivial matter, do you think the lead will be happy? Won't he start doubting your professional capabilities?
Exactly. The project lead is busy with a million things every day. If I were to call him about something so impossible, he'd definitely be furious. He might even revoke my job offer.
That's right. The project lead only hired you because of me. If he decides to use this as an excuse to rescind your offer, I won't be able to put in a good word for you ever again.
Chun Fan, you are truly rotten to the core. If it weren't for Yu-hung, I almost fell for your tricks. You're unemployed now, yet you want to make me lose my job too? I spent 5 years with you, yet I never realized your heart was so dark.
Indeed. 5 whole years. You never knew me. I never knew you. Since you two won't make the call, I'll make it myself.
Furthermore, you have the authority to assemble your team. We have temporarily merged some of our core technical staff into your team. You have the right to screen and replace them.
What position were you hired for on the overseas project?
Why should I tell you what position I have?
Just so you can kick me out.
What did you say?
Have you lost your mind? What kind of crazy talk is that?
Megan, it seems your breakup with him hit him quite hard.
Chun Fan, smart birds choose their trees to perch on. Don't think you can act all crazy and win my sympathy. I win you back?
You've misunderstood. I have no desire to win you back. However, I do hope that once you learn of my new professional status, you won't be wailing and begging for me to take you back.
I win you back? You're insane. What kind of professional status could you possibly have that would make a personal assistant to the project lead of the prestigious Waxing group? Crying back to have you back? Are you planning on going to guard the gates at Waxing group and keep us from entering?
This kid has truly been driven insane by the shock. He's even come up with these delusions.
Whether it's fantasy or fact, you'll know soon enough. I'll ask one more time. What is your position on the Waxing Overseas project?
Why should I tell you? You're just an unemployed person who got laid off. You don't even deserve to know.
It's fine, Megan. It's no harm telling him. You might as well tell him my annual salary while you're at it, to open his eyes. I've been selected for the overseas project as a data architect with an annual salary of 980,000 yuans.
An annual salary of $1 million. Yu-hung, you are truly outstanding. You're only in your 30s.
The film was
And you've already achieved a
translated
salary
and narrated
that others
by
spend their whole
media.
lives struggling to attain.
And that's just the beginning. Once our overseas project really gets off the ground, My salary will double again.
2 million a year. You hung. I never even dared to dream of that.
Hello? Is this the HR department? Help me remove a data architect named Fu Yuhong from my project.
HR department? Which HR department?
Waxing Group HR department.
Stop bluffing. As if someone like you could actually get through to a waxing group HR.
Please state your position and employee ID.
Hello, I'm a specialist from the waxing group HR department. Employee ID 02100536.
It is our internal HR line. He is calling the group's internal employee hotline.
How could he possibly have any connection to waxing HR?
You joined waxing too? What is your actual position?
Sir, what did you just say?
Could you please help me fire an employee named Fu Yuhong, a data architect, from my project?
May I ask which department you belong to?
Waxing Group Overseas Project Department.
May I have your employee ID?
I was just hired, so I don't have one yet.
Then could you please state your name? I will look up your department and position.
Sure. My name is Chen Fan. Chen as in the Chen in display, Fan as in the fan in sailboat.
Very well, please hold. I will check for you right now.
Women. If you found out that I am the lead of the Waxing Overseas Project, I wonder how you'd react.
Hello, sir. I've already checked. There are a total of 27 employees named Chen Fan in our group. You just said your department is the Waxing Overseas Project Department, right?
That is correct. You can go ahead and announce my position.
Mr. Chen, did you perhaps get your department wrong? None of the 27 employees named Chen Fan in our group belong to the Overseas Project Department.
What?
Didn't you hear what she said? Let me translate that for you. She said there is no such person.
Chen Fan, to get revenge on me, you even made up a lie like this. That is truly pathetic.
I think he suddenly lost his job, and seeing you break up with him, plus the fact that we at Waxing have hired me, has caused him such a series of shocks that his mind has become unstable. He started having delusions.
That must be it. He's definitely lost his mind. Let's get out of here quickly, before he starts acting crazy and hurts us.
I'm here. He wouldn't dare.
That might be because my information hasn't been entered yet. Could you please ask Director Sun if she is in her office?
She is.
Then please inform Director Sun. She can verify my identity. And by the way, please transfer the call to Director Sun.
Very well, please wait a moment. I will confirm with Director Sun. If she approves, I will transfer the call immediately.
Director Sun? You mean Sun Ruakshu, who oversees all personnel matters for our entire Waxing group? Director Sun?
Yes.
Chen Fan, I know you have a few classmates working here at Waxing Group, which is how you managed to get our internal phone number. But before you go around putting on an act, why don't you do some research? Given Director Sun's position, I can't even get close to her. Do you really think you're worthy of having her take your call?
Exactly. Once Director Sun finds out about this, she'll have your classmates fired along with you.
Hello, Mr. Chan. This is Sun Ruxu.
Reporting to the Overseas AI project tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow morning at 9. Understood.
Director Sun and the new project head are going to receive us together. Yes, yes.
I'm afraid you won't make it to tomorrow. Hello, Director Sun. This is Chen Fan.
Mr. Chen, my staff just told me that you want to screen and optimize the employees selected for your project.
The film was
Is that correct?
translated
Yes.
and
These
narrated
people were
by
all
M
recommended
Media.
by other departments. I haven't seen the specific list of names yet. I have an urgent meeting to attend right now and don't have time to handle this for you. How about this? They will report in as a group tomorrow morning. You can just handle the screening and elimination yourself then.
Understood. Then please go ahead with your meeting.
I'm heading to my meeting now. See you tomorrow.
Didn't you brag that you'd kick me out of the Overseas project? Then how come I just got a call from the company telling me to report to the project head tomorrow morning?
That's right. Didn't you claim you were already connected to Director Sun's phone line? Come on then, have her fire us to our faces.
I simply cannot wait to be fired. Didn't you say Director Sun would take your call? Why didn't it go through? Hey, hurry up. I'm getting impatient here. Go on, make Director Sun fire me. Fire me.
Hello, Mr. Chan. You still haven't hung up. What did you say?
Who?
Hello, Mr. Chan.
It's nothing. Since you're busy with your meeting, I won't disturb you further. We'll talk tomorrow.
Very well, I'll hang up now.
Fine, then I'll be waiting for you to handle me tomorrow.
Chen Fan, you had better show up tomorrow. After all, you've spent 5 years by my side. I really want you to see with your own eyes what I look like in my waxing uniform.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
I'm going to go pack my bags now. Yuhan, come with me.
Okay.
Waxing group.
Mengen. Why are you here? I asked around with your friends, and they said you were here for an interview today.
Mengen. Who is this?
Chen Fan's mommy. This is my daughter-in-law. What are you talking about? Who is your daughter-in-law? Didn't Chen Fan tell you that we've already broken up? Mengen, young people dating, breaking up and making up, arguing. It's all perfectly normal. If Chen Fan isn't on anything, that wasn't right. I'm here to apologize to you on his behalf.
The film was
Please don't be angry.
translated and narrated
But you have been
by
together
a
for 5
media.
years, after all. You can't just end it like that. You're overthinking it. I don't have any feelings for your son at all. Mengen, no matter how big your conflict is, you shouldn't talk like that. It's too hurtful. If someone didn't know better, they'd think this country bumpkin was my mommy. How embarrassing. If it's so hurtful, then get out of here. Why are you still pestering me?
That coward Chen Fan. He doesn't have the ability to win his ex back. So he actually called his own mother here. He's spineless.
A man like that is truly disgusting.
Driver, take me to waxing group.
Minion, Chen Fan. Even if he did something wrong, you shouldn't talk about him like that. After all, you haven't had a job for so many years. Chen Fan supported you for 5 whole years. A boyfriend supported her for 5 years, and yet she says there was no affection at all. That's just too cold-hearted. Yeah, that's truly heartless.
So what if he supported me for 5 years? What of it? Just because he supported for 5 years, does that mean she should be tied to him for the rest of her life?
Exactly. He just supported me while I was unemployed. For 5 years. He's unemployed now. You want me to support him for a lifetime? You two are really cold-blooded. What? You say Chen Fan is unemployed? Mengen. Is it true that Chen Fan is unemployed? You're only just realizing that now? He was just let go by the company yesterday. Chen Fan is usually so diligent and works so hard. How could he have been let go?
Old woman, what era do you think this is? Can you keep a job just by working hard?
Chen Fan is indeed hardworking. But he's incompetent. And he's getting on in years now. If they're going to lay someone off, why wouldn't it be him? Chen Fan. He was the first person from our village to get a master's degree. He's been an overachiever his whole life.
The first master's degree from the village? Who cares? In a city this big, there is no shortage of talent. He's not even fit to carry their bags.
I saw his layoff notice with my own eyes. If you don't believe me, you can ask him yourself. Impossible Chun fan. He couldn't have been let go. Do you finally understand now? Why I broke up with him? He's penniless, unemployed, and a total country bumpkin. How could I ever marry someone like that? You need to go back and tell Chun fan to stop dreaming about marrying someone like me, someone rich and beautiful. He should just go home, find some village girl, and spend his days raising pigs.
Exactly. Raising pigs is all he's good for.
Impossible. Chun fan couldn't have been fired.
Who are you talking about? Which Chun fan?
Who is this?
Director Sun. She's Director Sun, our group's HR director.
That's Director Sun?
Oh no. She must have seen us arguing at the entrance with that old woman behind us, and now she's angry.
Are you two employees of the waxing group? Didn't you hear Director Sun asking you a question? Who is this Chen Fen you were just talking about?
Hello, Director Sun. He's just an ex-boyfriend of mine.
Is this ex-boyfriend of yours with our company too?
No. He's just a programmer at some small firm. We just broke up.
Broke up? Then she certainly isn't Mr. Chun's girlfriend. Since this is a personal matter, you should take it home. Don't ruin the company's image at our front door.
Yes, of course. I'll get her out of here right now.
You old hag.
The
Get
film
out of
was
here right now.
translated
You almost
and
got me
narrated
killed.
by
That trash Chun fan is rotten to the core. If he can't have me, he wants to destroy me, right? He even sent you here to harass me at my office. So just because I won't get back together with him, he ruins my career? No, I came here. Chun fan doesn't even know about this. You and your son are quite the actors. You tell him, the more he pulls stunts like this, the less likely I'm to ever get back together with him. Tell him to give up on that idea once and for all. Mingin, please listen to me.
You old hag. If you keep following us, I'll slap you.
Bullying an old woman.
You old relic. Don't be ungrateful.
Mingin. Chun fan, if he really was let go, this is the lowest point in his life. At a time like this, you really shouldn't abandon him. If you abandon him now, he won't be able to take it. Even if you two are going to separate later, at least wait until he gets through this rough patch. I'm begging you. Mingin, I don't care if he can handle it or not. We've already broken up. What happens to him is none of my business.
Exactly. If he can't get over it, that's his problem. Go home and look after your son. Stop pestering us here. If you go back too late, you might just be picking up his corpse.
A loser like him dying would be a relief. Ooh, Mingin. You have no conscience. For these past 5 years, you haven't worked. My son gave every cent of his salary to you, supporting you for 5 whole years. Now that he's unemployed, you've abandoned him immediately. You don't care if he lives or dies. Are you even human? You!
Seriously, can people really be this heartless?
The first thing you do when you get ahead is cut down the one you once loved. How ruthless. You old hag, who are you yelling at? Get out of here. How dare you curse at me?
You old thing. You're finished. You've gone and smashed our boss's hand-picked antique vase. This vase. This vase is worth $1 million.
Tell
me, if you sold your miserable life, it wouldn't even cover the damages, would it? Security. Security. You're done for.
What are you doing?
This old hag, destroyed company property and smashed the vase.
Who exactly are you? Why are you destroying company property?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Didn't mean to? You can commit a crime and just say you didn't mean to, and you're off the hook?
Exactly. She has to pay for it.
You old thing. I told you to leave earlier and you didn't. Regretting it now? Your son is unemployed now. With your family's pathetic, dirt poor situation, let's see how you're going to pay for this.
You can't afford it. That's fine. At worst, we'll just send both of you to prison together.
No. The vase
The film was
broken by me.
and narrated
It has
by
nothing to do with my
media.
son. If you want to arrest someone, arrest me. Just don't touch my son. Don't touch my son.
We'll decide how to handle this once we've reported it. But for now, you're coming with us. Move.
Where are you going?
Stop right there.
Son.
Mommy. What happened to your hand?
It's nothing. Just a scratch.
You old thing. Didn't you say Chen Fan wasn't the one who sent you here? He didn't send me. Then how does he know you're here?
You're lying through your teeth. Like mother, like son. A whole family of lying scumbags. No. I really didn't ask Chen Fan to come here. I have no idea how he found his way here.
Are you two using your heads, or are they just for decoration? Didn't you two agree yesterday that I would come here personally today to deal with you to face?
Your mother just smashed an antique vase belonging to our company. Worth $1 million. You're her son. Surely you're not going to leave her to pay for it?
I broke the vase. It has nothing to do with my son, the responsibility, and the consequences are mine alone to bear.
Mommy.
Yours to bear? You're just an old woman from the sticks. You heard it yourself, didn't you? This vase costs $1 million.
Forget about you. Even for your son. That's an astronomical figure.
With his previous salary, if he didn't eat or drink, and saved every penny for 8 or 10 years, he might just barely manage to pay it off. But it's a real shame. He's been terminated now. He can't earn a single cent. Son, were you really terminated? Is she lying to me? She's making things up, right? Chun Fan, if you're a man, don't lie. Tell your mother the truth.
Mommy. I was indeed terminated. But
You heard that, didn't you? I didn't lie to you. Your son is unemployed now. Son, you really don't have a job anymore? Why didn't you tell Mommy sooner?
listen to me. Although I don't have that job anymore. But
You've already been terminated. What is there to say? You need to hurry up. Sell your blood or your kidneys, and pay for that vase.
What are you standing there for? Drag them both away, and make them sign the compensation agreement. If they won't pay, throw them in prison.
No. The vase. I broke it before. My son arrived. It has nothing to do with my son. If you want to arrest someone, arrest me. Arrest me.
Mommy,
Son.
it's all right. Ever since I was little. No matter what happened. You were always there to protect me. Now, your son has the ability to protect you too. It's just a vase. They can just deduct 3 months of my salary, and that'll cover it.
Deduct 3 months of your salary?
That's right.
Has your brain gone soft? Never mind the fact that you've been terminated. Even if you hadn't been. With your previous monthly salary of $10,000 and some odd change, you couldn't even afford a fragment of that vase.
Are you hearing things? I just told you the number. 1 million. This antique vase is worth 1 million.
Exactly. 1 million. Paying with 3 months of my salary is enough.
Still playing the fool? You've already been let go.
The film was translated.
So where would you even
and
get a salary
narrated
from?
by M.
I was let go
Media.
by my previous company. But I've also found a new job at the same time. Didn't I tell you both yesterday?
What did you say yesterday? You said yesterday that you had also started at Waxing's overseas project.
Mommy, I was indeed let go. But I was also hired by Waxing at the same time. The very company you are in right now.
Son, are you saying that you have come to work at such a large company? Work my foot. You've been acting for so long that you've even started to believe it yourself. What did you tell us yesterday? You claimed to be the lead for the overseas project and even hired someone to impersonate director Sun. We saw right through it. I was willing to let it slide. But today, you actually dare to come to Waxing Group headquarters and cause trouble? I think you really have no idea what the word death even looks like.
What? How dare you impersonate an employee of our Waxing Group? Impersonating our company's employees without authorization is a serious infringement upon our company's reputation and rights, and you will be held legally responsible. Neither of you is leaving today.
Impersonate? Son, is what you just said true or false? Were you just trying to comfort Mommy? And lying to me?
Mommy, when have I ever lied to you in all these years? If they say I'm impersonating, then I'm impersonating. Today is the day for the overseas project department employees to start. I came specifically to check in.
Check in? Dressed like that, looking so pathetic. And you still dare to say you're here to check in? Do you think we're 3-year-olds? If you hadn't said anything, I would have thought he was here to clean the sewers.
Since when did Waxing employees learn to judge people by their appearance?
Enough nonsense. Since you claim to be a Waxing employee, then tell me, what department are you in? And what is your position? I'm warning you. I'm recording this on video. Every word you say will carry legal consequences. If it's eventually verified that you are spouting nonsense and impersonating our company's employees, we will absolutely make you pay the price.
Did you hear that? They're recording this on video. For the company's legal department, sending you to prison is as easy as saying it. Let's see if you still dare to put on an act.
Exactly. You still dare to play the fool here. Is that so?
Chun Fan.
The project I belong to is the Waxing Group Overseas Project Department. The position I currently hold is Head of Waxing Group's Overseas AI Project.
What did you say? You're the project lead for the overseas project?
That's right, it's me.
You must be out of your mind. You actually have the nerve to impersonate the project lead for the overseas project? So, you want me, your personal assistant, to serve you?
And if I am? I was the one who had director's son arrange for you to join the project team, which is how you got this position. Otherwise, given your capabilities, do you really think you're qualified for it?
This is hilarious. You piece of trash. Are you taking this roleplay too seriously? This position was secured for me by Yuhong. And it was done in front of the project lead for the overseas project. If you were the project lead, how could he have never met you before? Right, Yuhong?
Seriously. A piece of trash like you? I know you better than anyone. A bottom-tier programmer like you is qualified to enter waxing? If you're the project lead for the overseas project, then I'm the chairman of waxing.
Translated and narrated by M Media.
Hello, director son?
Hello, Mr. Chen. Have you not arrived at the company yet?
I've arrived. I'm downstairs now, but I've been stopped by 2 security guards.
Stopped by security guards. Why?
Because 2 people don't believe I'm the project lead for the overseas project. They think I'm an imposter, and they want to arrest me.
What? Who dares to question your identity? Put them on the phone.
Since you don't believe what I'm saying, let director son tell you himself whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Pulling this trick again. You didn't collude properly yesterday, and were afraid of being exposed, so you had to hang up the phone quickly. Now that you've gotten your stories straight, you're brave enough to let us answer. Is that it?
You all heard that. Not only is he impersonating the project lead for the overseas project, he also found someone to impersonate director's son. That's an even greater offense. We must have our legal department deal with this strictly and severely.
Don't be so quick to jump to conclusions. Answer the phone. Talk after you've answered it.
Answer? My foot.
Hello? Are you director's son?
Yes, that's me. Who are you?
I'm your grandpa.
What did you say?
I said, I'm your grandpa.
Say that again. What is your name? Which department do you belong to? What position do you hold?
You don't need to know that much. Just know that I'm your elder. I'll let you off the hook this time. Next time, if you bring Chen Fan to our company to impersonate a HR director again, I will string you up and beat you.
Fine. You just wait. I'm coming over to find you right now.
Just wait. I'm here at waxing building waiting for you. But if you aren't here within half an hour, I'm automatically upgrading myself to your grandfather.
Director son, what happened?
Let's go. Come with me to the lobby on the first floor.
Awesome.
How? You're convinced now, right?
Convinced. Convinced. I'm in total awe. You dare curse anyone.
That's only because she hung up so fast. If she had stayed on the line any longer, I would have made her question her entire existence.
Well said. Let's see if she dares to keep colluding with this loser to run scams.
Have you never considered? What if she really is director son?
Really, my foot? You don't even know how to pick a time to lie. We both saw it with our own eyes. Director's son has already entered the headquarters building. Right now, she's probably coordinating work with the overseas AI lead. How could she possibly answer a call from a loser like you?
Yuhong, why are you wasting your breath on this loser? In a moment, you should tell her how you'd shoot out that scammer. She might even reward us speak of the devil? Director Sun is here. Director Sun, you've come at just the right time. There is someone here, impersonating an employee of our waxing group.
Who is bold enough to impersonate our waxing staff?
It's this guy. Not only is he impersonating an employee, but he's also acting with such audacity, claiming to be the general lead of the overseas project.
It's this brat. Not only is he impersonating the general lead of the overseas project, he's also bold enough to hire someone to impersonate you.
Yes, he even hired someone to impersonate you and call us. Fu Yuhong showed no mercy and cursed that person out completely.
That's right. I almost made that person have a mental breakdown. If it hadn't been over the phone, I would have slapped her across the face twice.
You were the one who cursed me just now.
That's right. I'm the one who cursed. That's right. I cursed. I cursed you. I didn't curse you. What I cursed was that idiot on the phone just now.
The person on the phone just now was me.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
What did you say?
Can't you understand human speech?
This is impossible. He called you? Then he is...
Didn't he already tell you? That Mr. Chen fan. It is our waxing group. Project lead for the overseas project.
What? He is the project lead for the overseas project?
How is that possible? That's impossible. Isn't he just a loser who was just laid off?
Womenin, do you believe me now?
My son has really made something of himself. Impossible. This is impossible. Director Sun, you haven't made a mistake, have you? How could you let this loser who was just laid off serve as the project lead for such a high-level project?
You are Mr. Chen's girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
I understand now. So you had been assuming that Mr. Chen was laid off. In reality, their company's AI project was acquired by us. At the same time, we paid a premium to bring Mr. Chen back to serve as the project lead. As for the layoff, it was just his former boss wanting to compensate him with a severance package.
What?
Your assistant position was also secured for you by Mr. Chen. If we hadn't helped arrange your position, Mr. Chen would have rejected our job offer.
What? You lied to me. When I received the job offer, I called you. You admitted it yourself, but this position was arranged by you for me.
What is he worth? Is he even worthy? You didn't really think Mr. Chen was laid off, and that's why you broke up with him, did you? Mr. Chen is so devoted to you, he was willing to give up a multi-million annual salary just to stay in the country with you. Yet the moment you got a job opportunity, you immediately threw him away. You are truly an ingrate, utterly shameless.
Chen Fan, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I misunderstood you. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Disgusting.
Before, whenever you made a mistake and begged me, I did indeed forgive you. But now, I have seen your true colors. Your current appearance and expression only make me sick.
Chen Fan. Son.
Director Sun, I don't need either of these two in my team. Please see to it that those who should be terminated are terminated, and those who should be sent back to their original departments are sent back.
No need to go through all that trouble. Just terminate them both and kick them out. Furthermore, I will notify the entire industry to completely blacklist these two unprincipled and ungrateful people.
Director Sun, Mr. Chen, I was wrong. Will you please give me one more chance?
Chen Fan, I beg you, let's get back together. As long as we can be together again, I'll do whatever you want. You can't do this to me.
Aren't you going to have them removed?
Director Sun.
Chun Fan.
Director Sun.
Chun Fan.
This lady here is your mother. I didn't realize she was your mother earlier. I apologize.
It's alright.
Director Sun, just now, my mother accidentally broke that $1 million antique vase. I hope the company won't blame her. Please deduct the cost of compensation from my salary.
No need for compensation. It's worthless. It's a fake.
Son. That's wonderful.
It's getting late. Let's get to work on the project.
All right,
The film
Let
was
me take her home.
translated and
Very well.
narrated by
You two go ahead.
Wikipedia.
I'll be heading off now. Going.
Mommy, remember to apply medicine to your hand.
Mr. Chun, a man as devoted as you is hard to find these days. It's a pity your girlfriend didn't know how to cherish you.
It was my poor judge of character.
By the way, how old are you?
32.
I'm the same age as you. For this overseas project, I'll be going with you to help you recruit talent. We can exchange ideas more often in the future.
Good.